So I kind of have a list of demands, I think. Not demands, just things that I think we should want as an American people. First off, I think that term limits should be in place for congressmen and senators. We have a term limit for our president. Why can't we have an equal term for our congressmen and senators? Whether or not it goes to anarchist or anything like that, whether or not it goes that way. I think in the current system we have, it can be changed. It can be molded. So I think that term limits for congressmen and senators is a necessary thing. The same exact length of time as a U.S. president, 8 years maximum. That way, the consolidation of power is not there. That way, we can bring new people in. We can bring people who want to make a change and make a difference into public office. Second, I believe that Second, I believe that we should all show up one day. One day, I'm thinking the 4th of July, but we should all show up on Capitol Hill. But anyways, my idea on demands, secondary demand, the second demand would be that politicians and the rich are judged as equally as any of us are. Politicians, if they steal $5 and $5 results in 5 years in prison, they should serve 5 years in prison. They should not get tax breaks. They should not get write-offs. They should not get walked out of office and said, hey, yeah, just go home for like an hour and you're fine. That should not happen. And people accept it, but people accept that. People accept that it's okay for the people in power to commit illegal actions and walk away with a slap on the wrist, as if that's going to accomplish anything. Or a three times rule, seeing as the fact that they are elected officials, they are on a higher station in life. Possibly, quite possibly, we should have them have a three times rule, three times the maximum of any criminal action. If you are found guilty, you have three times the maximum sentence for said action. Of course, those are arguable, but just like us, they need to be held accountable. And if they want to throw us in prison for doing what we can to survive, I think they just as equally deserve to go into prison for doing whatever they want because they don't need to survive. They're millionaires and billionaires. They can quit their jobs today and live the rest of their lives and nothing happen. Not run out of money, not struggle or strive. But if I quit my job today, I would struggle. I would strive. I would try everything I could to survive because that is what I have to do. Because I can't call somebody and say, hey, can I get $1 million? That's not how that works in real life. I believe that Rupert Murdoch should be arrested for structured lies to the American people, for propaganda. I believe that this nonviolent movement should consolidate and come together. Should show a consolidation of power. Should show that we are not just here to speak. The hacking group, the hackers are the ones taking action because they have the magics of the internet. I think it's time that not just the people who've assembled overseas and not just the people who've assembled in the streets here in the US. I believe everyone who is an Anon. I believe everyone should stand up, walk forward with our heads held high and our hands up, and say, we have rights. And you, I don't care if you sit upon $1 trillion treasure trove. You do not have the right to tell me what to do with my life. We are all equal. We are all the same. We are all different, but we are all equal. No one has any more rights as any beyond anybody else to tell them how to live. I'd like to hear some responses on these. I think it would be enlightening to see others' opinions.